2-minute warning! What's Gucci? Jay Shimmy coming back to you live here on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening with my special co-host Timothy Spoonie Banry. We're here to bring you the 100% no doubt about them picks for the NFL week. We're coming a little early to this week instead of our usual Thursday time slot. Tim's going to be visiting some prospects at Ohio State University for next year's Cowboys draft. So best of luck, Tim. Safe travels, and I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely got past us. We definitely need it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope you can, when you're there, just look for some O-line prospects for me, brother to brother type thing. I would appreciate that.
Well, how many you want? You want one or two?
I'm thinking 5.
Tackle it? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, backups too, just in case it doesn't work out.
See how we coordinate with each other. That's how it is.
That's how it should be, man.
That's how it is.
Beautiful. Let's get into this, though. We got a good week of football coming up. I was going down the lineups this week, and you got some good matchups, man. Some of these games I had to take a few minutes and kind of just ponder a little bit with the finger on the chin status. First Thursday night matchup this week, though, is going to be the Patriots traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. I think this is going to be an interesting game, Tim, because there's some key injuries for both of these teams coming into Thursday night as we venture in Thursday night football games deeper into the season. I'm usually the one that's inclined to give the home team the upper hand, seeing as they're in their own place on a short rest week, which is monumental on these short rest game weeks. So at this time, I still have an issue trusting the Bucs as they struggled against one of the worst coached football teams in the league, which is the Giants. I also factor in that the Patriots still have one of the most potent offenses in the league. And it's almost unfathomable to me to think that Belichick is not going to have those veterans playing together on the same defensive side and becoming more cohesive, communicative, and committed. So for me, 31-23, got the Patriots taking this one on Thursday night. The away team for once. I'm going against my own virtue of the home team on Thursday. What can I say?
Well, Shem, here's the thing. What's the score again?
31-23, Patriots.
Pretty close. Well, here's the thing. I know the one of the best fan base in the world in 2MW, the Patriots fans, Wendy, Jacob, all this very passionate Patriots fans. And I pissed them off a couple of weeks ago, Shem. I'm going to have to piss them off again. You see, here's the thing.
Ooh.
There's a defense that's kind of worse than my Dallas Cowboy defense right now. And that's the Patriots. But, babe, I'm seeing Winston tossing 3 to 4 touchdowns with Evans, Howard, Bray, Deshaun Jackson. I mean, ain't the hamster back this game? Oh my God, with Jacquizz Rodgers, I believe the Buccaneers will knock off the Patriots 35-21. It will lead to the Patriots needing to win the next game at the Meadowlands at the New York Jets. Got the Buccaneers.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, we've got to try to be a little nice to our Patriots fans, though, because coincidentally, they seem to be like the most faithful to 2-minute warning football fury. So I appreciate you, Pats fans. But Tim, I understand where you're coming from. I won't be surprised if the Bucs take it.
No doubt.
So the second matchup, we're going to get into the Sunday lineups now. Beautiful 1 p.m. Sunday. Break out the hot wings, the beer. I love Sundays now. Sundays have purpose again. Bills are traveling to the Bengals. This is Tim, originally you would think Bills, Bengals, whatever, but honestly, this is going to be one of the key matchups that I'm going to be focused on for 1 p.m. I'm not hopping on the Bills bandwagon just yet, Tim and Hobbs. I'm sorry, buddy. I told you straight up. I need a little more. I need just a little more. Too many times in my past, I've seen this happen with Buffalo, and I'm not ready to make a fool again of myself for the 11th time in the past 15 seasons. All right, I'm just fabricating the numbers, but we all know Buffalo has done this to us so many times in the previous seasons. This is going to be one of the best games of the week. A refurbished Andy Dalton playing with an OC and Bill Lazor, who hasn't playing like a top 5 QB right now, who's going to be going against one of the best defenses in the league, all while trying to maintain T-Mobile and Shady on the offensive side. And also the Bengals, Hey, they're getting Vontez Burfict back. This is going to be a totally different dynamic on both sides of the ball in Bengal Town. And being at home, I'm sorry, Hobbs, if I get this one wrong, buddy, you have every right to criticize me. Bengals 24-20.
You know what, Shim? Shocked what I've been saying so far with the Buffalo Bills. They're ranked number 2, and I'm like, we've all been disrespecting the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. We've all been doing it, Shim. And I'm like, the more we keep doing it, the more we're seeing something different. And you know what? I don't know. We all know Hobbs is very good in magic. And maybe he put a spell on me. You know what? I think that's what it is. He put a spell on me because here's the thing, Shim. I'm hopping on the Buffalo Bills bandwagon. I'm hopping on that number 2 overall defense. I'm hopping over that offense with Tyrod Taylor. And finally, a coach is doing something to make Tyrod Taylor win. My God, you went to Atlanta and just not only beat them, you destroyed their players. I have the Buffalo Bills winning 27-21, Shim. The Buffalo Bills. Oh my God! Did I just say that?
Yeah. You're hopping on the bandwagon, bro. Be careful. That comes with consequences.
Oh my God!
You could get hurt real fast, so be careful. Tread lightly. Third matchup. New York Jets are traveling to Cleveland. Well, if you're a numbers guy such as myself, you'll notice the Jets' offense is virtually the same as the Giants in terms of yards production. They have maybe I think it's 5 yards difference between the two organizations. And if you bring your attention to the defensive side, you'll see that the Jets are actually playing better than their big brother on that side of the ball as well. Nobody really saw this coming, but it is what it is, and it's where we stand right now. Kaiser's still going through the growing pains of being a rookie in the NFL. And unfortunately, this won't be his week against a team most thought would be tanking to begin the year. So, not many saw this coming, but hey, we're racking up the dubs in New York here. 28-22. The Jets getting their third win of the season. Whoo! Many people didn't think they had 3 all year.
Listen, Sam, I have to play. Do you know what the New York just remind me of this right now? And you know what? Hobbs has the magic spell. Patricia Andrews. That's right. The boss of 2MW kept on saying 10-6, 10-6. We all saying 1-16. I mean 3-13, 5-11, 2-6. They number 2 in the division with 2-2. And new level. A new level right here. I'm saying the New York Jets to beat the Cleveland Browns 28-14. Oh my God! It's a new level for the New York Jets. The New York Jets. Shim. Shim. Yeah. Come on, Shim. Buffalo.
This is getting crazy.
Oh wow!
This is getting crazy already. We're only 3 games in. All right. Let's get to this 4th matchup of the week. Carolina Panthers are traveling down to face Detroit in their dome. Cam, hey, he actually played well last week, Tim, albeit it came against the worst defense in the league. Still weird to think that title belongs to the Patriots whenever that statement is brought up. But at the same time, we could also be discussing how the Panthers could be traveling to the undefeated Lions, barring the Golden Tate reversal in Atlanta. But the Lions are playing some great football as we head into October, and I can't help but think that they're going to have the upper hand on a struggling Panthers offense that can't instill a Greg Olsen into the lineup anymore. So at this time, 24-16, your Lions are taking this one.
You know what, Sam? I have to say, we here. You know what I'm saying? Look, and that score you just said just reminded me of my not too far. Listen, Carolina at the Patriots. I know we didn't see that coming. But can they be consistent? Now you're playing against a Detroit Lions team that's not having a problem. I think And I hate to say it, but they are the best team in the NFC right now, most consistent team in the NFC. So with that being said, at home, I have the Detroit Lions knocking off the Carolina Panthers 21-17.
Oh, close score. Okay. Yeah, see, I feel like we're telekinesis or something like throughout the day when we're doing this. Something, yeah.
We don't be rehearsed it like other shows. We don't rehearse. They rehearse.
Rehearsal. We talking rehearsal? Not the show, not the vidcast. Rehearsal?
Nah, we don't be
Get out of here with that, yo.
This is natural.
Fifth matchup of the week. 49ers are traveling to Indy, Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Colts. Andrew Luck is back at practice, but he still doesn't seem ready to play. The Colts are fielding the second worst defense in the league, Tim. But as Pagano, he's saying thank you to the Patriots, or they'd be taking that title for now. But overall, the Colts are just flat out bad, man. Not only that, but they're also the second worst offense also. I mean, they're virtually nothing without T.Y. Hilton, and their backfield is more useless than the Seahawks, I would say. The 49ers, however, there's some optimism over there. You actually have a serviceable run defense, and they're going to force Jacoby Brissett to work with his arm on Sunday. The 49ers will. It's because of, Frank Gore. He's getting old. He's not going to be able to be the old Frank Gore of late. And like I said, the 49ers, if their run D is pretty much the focal point of their defense, Jacoby, hey, so show us what you got with your arm, young buck. So this could actually play out in the 49ers' favor. I have them in a close one. 49ers are taking this one 34-31.
49ers win that one. All right. Well, here's my take. Last week I had picked the Colts to beat Seattle. I was feeling good at halftime. I was like, wow, this is a big upset. All of a sudden, they went down the drain, 46 or something. But I have to give credit to Brissett. He's growing. If you're a Colts fan, you should be kind of excited. I mean, you're feeling bad that you're mad that Andrew Luck's not playing. And all, but feel good about Brissett. He is growing. He's getting better, more confident, and you just feel good about it. Whether he's going to be a long-time Colt or he will be for a trade, so you're going to get something out of him. Now, being at the Colts at home, is are hurting right now. Okay, read a couple of names for the 49ers. Pierre Garçon, of course. We all know. He's going back home to the Colts, playing this game. We know who he is. Marquise Goodwin is in concussion protocol, I believe. So his replacement is Robinson, Aldrick Robinson. Okay, the tight end George Kittle. We know Joe Staley, Hoyer, traveling man. There was rumors about seeing C.J. Beathard. That's the backup quarterback for the 49ers because they haven't seen a win yet from Hoyer. If Michael Hyde is still injured, we have Breida. There's a lot of new names, Shim. So here's the thing. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt because I know Sherman Wallace and Tyrone are watching this, and I don't want no more threats to us about not picking the Colts or showing love to the Colts. I'm going to pick the Colts to knock off the 49ers 28-0.
Whoa.
28-0.
Wow.
I watching that defense at home. They're tired. They got beaten up last week by the Seattle Seahawks. They're gonna beat up on somebody Sunday.
Okay. All right, sixth matchup of the week. We got Tennessee Titans are traveling down to Miami based on the Dolphins. No way to sugarcoat this though. The Titans got embarrassed last week. It wasn't very encouraging to Nashville faithful seeing their team get annihilated by the Texans and a rookie QB and Deshaun Watson. Considering he wasn't even named the starter from week one. The Titans are in a three-way race with the Texans and Jags for that AFC South title, but they're going to come across a score-hungry Dolphins team that is also looking to form successful drives and get momentum going in South Beach. So without Mariota in the lineup, this has me thinking there might be some dark times for Tennessee up ahead in the next few weeks or so. I actually think South Beach comes away with a W this week for once. Dolphins 23, Titans 13.
Nice. All right, well, okay, well, here's my take, Shim. Last week, the Miami Dolphins, they got embarrassed in London. I'm pretty sure they don't want to go back to London anymore. The Tennessee Titans now, no Mariota. You got Matt Castle and Brandon Weeden. You see, memory lane. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, wait a minute. Those are the same two quarterbacks who had my Dallas Cowboys when Romo went down. Weeden and Castle, the Weeden and Castle show. That was a nightmare. I think that was worse than the movie It, probably. So, now, here's the thing, Shim. Castle and Weeden. Now, you say embarrassment. You know what's embarrassing? It was embarrassing that they had a quarterback tryout. And you had a quarterback tryout, and one of the names in that list was a certain somebody we all know. Number 7. Why wasn't his name called? But Weeden got called. I understand you know the playbook. Talking about Shim. So that was embarrassing. I had the Miami Dolphins with Jay Cutler, who will be smoking a nice cigarette with a W at the end. I got the Miami Dolphins winning 17-14. A close one at home.
Agreed. Yeah, that QB position, man. If Mariota wasn't getting it done, I don't know what they think Weeden's going to do back there. So,
yes.
7th game of the week, the Somebody's Got a effing win bowl. The Chargers are traveling to MetLife to take on the Giants. The Chargers would be letting up the most rushing yards a game in the NFL, but hey, they're actually second to last now, thanks to the Jaguars for letting the Jets have a field day on their defense. If there's ever a breaking point for a team that was 11-5 last season, has yet to found light at the end of the tunnel, it's got to be this week. It's got to be this week against a team facing a similar fate while at home. I like the way Gallman looked, a little shining point in our backfield. A small sample last week at Tampa. His running instincts and blitz pickups were encouraging. So the young man may have found an opportunity, maybe the perfect opportunity, to steal the starting job against a run defense such as the Chargers. Not only will the Giants score more than 20, Tim, they are going to score 30 points for the first time since January 3rd of 2016 against the Eagles. My Giants taking the first victory of the season, 32-24, all day.
Wow. Impressive. Well, Sam, I don't want you to be mad at me. This took me a while. This took me a nice while. You know what, man? Let me drink a cup of water. Let me drink this cup of water. I gotta get the electrolytes inside of me before I make this pick. Need my electrolytes. Whew. Okay. Here's the thing. See, here's the thing. All right. When you look at it, the Chargers, they 0-4. Giants are 0-4. The Giants need this game more than anything else. Why? Because they are home. This was a playoff team last year. The East is not, you're not too far out yet, but losing another game will be out. Now, my problem is this. And everybody's saying, is it Reese, McAdoo, Marvel? Marvel's the owner, co-owner, whatever. So this is between McAdoo and Reese building. And for some reason, the new movement, what the Giants are trying to do is, wow. Here's the thing. I have no doubts that the Giants could put up points with the best of them. I have no doubt. I think Eli could still do that if Odell was healthy, if Brandon Marshall wants to play, and if McAdoo does enough creation for the other guys like Ingram, Roger Lewis, Abrams, to get involved more. Oh, and listen, Goldman. We all say he was a stud when he got drafted. That kid's gonna be something. So, but what I'm scared about, Shim, is the Chargers. Is Philip Rivers got no issues with his offense. It's a click. So this is gonna be offense versus offense. Philip Rivers and his coach, they're ready on the board with the offense. And not only that, their defense ain't that bad. Now, Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa line up on that Giants offensive line. That's an issue. They're going to be facing, I think, a better pass rusher than DeMarcus Lawrence. I hate to say it, but call it facts. So here's the thing. I have the San Diego Chargers win this game 35-28. I think this is going to be the best game of the week, a nice shootout. We'll score at the end.
No complaints from me. I can see.
Oh, man. Too. 0-5? Oh, my God.
Oof. All right. God. We're on the 8th game out of the 14 for the week. So let's take it here. The Arizona Cardinals traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. The battle of the bads. I mean birds. Birds, my bad. I'll let Eagles fans have their fun and rejoice over their record. Go ahead, guys. But they're only scoring 11 more points than they're allowing. I'm sorry. It's all smoke and mirrors right now. They're no great team by any means of the stretch. And it's basically they're faring from poor divisional play. But all anticipated hating aside, the Eagles have a better offensive weapons in line to get the job done. Despite the injury to Sproles, they still have Blount and Smallwood to take on that role. So I'm really not, skipping a beat too much in that backfield for them. But the Cardinals, on the other hand, they're without their star back, and they're suffering with less than 60 rushing yards a game. Chris Johnson looks like a 40-year-old Chris Johnson. And trust me, I know what no running game does to an offense or doesn't do, whatever term you want to use. Philly is taking this one 29-21.
You know what, Shim? I was thinking about the Eagles so much. I was like, you know what? Last week that impressive went at San Diego. Wait, my bad. It wasn't at San Diego. It wasn't in LA. It was in StubHub Field. Really? StubHub Field. Where's it at? Do you know what StubHub is? I don't know where's it at. I have no clue. But the Eagles fans got out there. So wow. Anyhow, so there's no home turf. Okay, now you're home in Philly. So when you're home in Philly, now here's the thing. What I see going on is I like Arizona. I like Palmer. He's the league leader in passing. Yes, they have no running game, but what they do is they do have running backs who can beat you with the pass. Like Andre Ellington, 14 targets last week. That was something big. Chris Johnson, could do something similar. All the receivers are back healthy. John Brown and J.J. Nelson, and also Larry Fitzgerald. So now, when I look at it, where's the weakness at? The Eagles secondary. Larry Fitzgerald will eat. Now, when I look at the Eagles offense, okay, you really have no running game. I mean, Blount had a pretty good, the Cardinals' front seven ain't that bad, and that secondary. What Alshon is the Cardinals off defense secondary supposed to be scared of Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith and Aguilar? I'm sorry, I have an upset. I have the Arizona Cardinals winning this game 17-14.
Ooh, hey, no complaints either from me on that one because I'm all for divisional opponents losing. Hey, that would be quite the upset, though. Yeah, I'd be amazed if that happens, man. I'm hoping. Game 9. Jacksonville is traveling to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Any fantasy owner that started a New York Jet running back was jumping for joy last Sunday. Powell had 163. Even McGuire comes in and has 93 and a touchdown. The Jaguars let up runs of 75, 69, and there was another of like 30+. This is something that screams for a breakout game for Le'Veon Bell, especially at Heinz Field. This is a field which is very difficult place for opponents just to come in and win games. And when I look at who is basically incorporating the offense for the Jaguars and Blake Bortles. Do I have a lot of faith in him traveling to Heinz Field and taking on a Steelers defense? Look for the Steelers to take this one handedly. Steelers, sorry, logo's on this side. Steelers 27-16.
Wow. Well, Shim, I'm always being called a Steelers hater, and that's not true. I'm not a Steelers hater. I just call what I see. Now, here's the thing. Last week, it wasn't about what I saw. It's about what the whole NFL fan base and the world saw. That's right. It wasn't something that we couldn't see that it was hidden in the bathroom. It wasn't in the bathroom this time. This was happening on the field. We saw Antonio Brown, Big Ben. Then we see Big Ben call out Antonio Brown. Then we seen the head coach call out Antonio Brown. Facebook Live, the same thing. $72 million man. And I understand passion. I understand you get frustration, but here's the thing, Shim. Taps you, and you swing back like, get the bleep off of me? Are we serious? It over because the guy missed a – wait, are you – if you was my quarterback and you miss a throw to me, I'm going to sit with you. Yo, did you see this? Paper to paper. I'm not going to sit there and throw a 10. This wasn't like a game-winning touchdown. This was like second and third quarter. Oh, I know what it is. It's just stats. Me player. You're not a we player. You are a me player. So here's the thing. The Jacksonville Jaguars got embarrassed last week against the Jets. Nice call out with Bilal Powell sliding to the floor. Gets up. No, sorry, that was Elijah. Sliding to the floor. Gets up. Oh, nobody touches me. And he kept on going. That's Jalen Ramsey's fault. I see an upset, Shim. Yes, I do. The Jacksonville Jaguars go into Heinz Field and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-14. Jacksonville is not the Bears. They're not the Browns. They're better than that. That defense is pretty good.
Are you trying to get ahead of me in these wins with these crazy picks? What are you doing over there?
Oh.
10th game. We got Seattle Seahawks traveling to Los Angeles Rams. The Seahawks really found their stride in the third quarter of last week's game against Indianapolis, but that's exactly what it came against, the Indianapolis defense. The Rams aren't exactly the defensive powerhouse most assume they might form into after the defensive scheme switch under Wade Phillips. But Goff, Goff, on the other hand, on that offensive side, he's been playing top 10 quarterback football, which is really promising for the franchise going forward. But Seahawks offensive line, man, look for this Rams D-line to have Russell running for a good portion of the game. I have Rams taking this one, 28-17.
Ooh, Sim, the highest offensive scoring team in the league. Wow. Well, you know, Sim, that's a good one. It's a good one. I recall the Rams beating the Seattle Seahawks last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the first time at home, their first home game. That was a big game.
Yep.
And listen, I'm not saying it because they beat my Dallas Cowboys. I'm saying they're for real. You know, the Rams are for real. They got to put this in. I don't see anything on that Seattle offense that the Rams cannot match with them on defense. But I do see a lot of offensive weapons that can frustrate secondary, like Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor. You know why? Here's the thing. They don't like to run all day. They don't like to run and chase all day. There's a guy named Cooper Kupp. Yes, Cooper Kupp. That's going to be the save of the game. We all know Gertie's going to run the ball, but watch Cooper Kupp get behind. Watch it. Watch Tavon Austin, those little guys, the difference maker. I have the LA Rams winning 10. Sorry, Sean.
Good stuff. Yeah, we agree on that one for sure. Yeah, I definitely see that upset coming. 11th game, Baltimore Ravens are traveling to the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr would be here, but I think he broke his back. It's spinal. So here we have two AFC opponents squaring off without a QB. Okay, sorry, Ravens. You still have Flacco, but the team, you guys, you can't even average 150 yards passing a game. 150, that's it. You can't even average that. You're at like 142. Tampa Bay has 263 more passing yards than Baltimore, and they haven't even played as many games. We're going to see EJ Manuel debut in the black and silver at home, but I've never been a firm believer in EJ or his passing mechanics. I've never really liked his stride, his release, his vision, his reads. I'm just not a fan. If I was in Buffalo, I'm glad they kept 12 gauge over EJ Manuel for damn sure. Cardell, in my eyes, is much better than EJ as a QB prospect. But with EJ, even at home, this may be a shining opportunity for the Ravens to sneak out another W on their schedule. I got the Ravens taking this one 22-17.
You know what, Shim? I said last week, Derek Carr injury was big. It is big. 2 to 6 weeks. But it's so different. You know, this one thing. Playing in the black hole is very hard. Who's your running back? Is it Terrence West? Is it Buck Allen? Is it Alex Collins? Who's a receiver? Is it Perryman? Is it Mike Wallace? Flacco? I don't know what to say. But I do know one thing. The LA Raiders know they may not have Carr, have Beast Mode. They have him. They have the guys with passion, like Seth Roberts, who made filling for Crabtree. Amari Cooper, you put some glue on his hands and he'll catch up these balls. They have Cordell Patterson still. They got some guys. They have the LA Ravens 21 of 14. EJ Manuel's first start.
You know what's funny about the black hole, man? I was just thinking about is like EJ Manuel. It could go either way for him. It could be like the best home game ever for him, or that black hole could turn on him so fast and it could seem like the biggest away game in the world.
Well, listen. As long as his backup Cook doesn't come into the game, he'll be fine. Cook has to come into the game, just rip it up.
Yeah, Connor Cook is terrible. That guy's a waste. All right, 12th game. We got the last 3 games brewing up here. This is going to be the last 4 o'clock game. It's going to be the Packers traveling to face the Dallas Cowboys. I believe that the Packers defense is playing better than anyone really imagined. Not only that, but Rodgers hasn't missed a beat with his offense. Obviously, Green Bay is most likely going to be without Devontae Adams in this matchup, but I really don't see that hampering the production of the offense really too much at all. Plug and play is the way they'll operate, and that's always the way they've operated under McCarthy. We're most likely going to see some more of Jeff Janis and Geronimo Allison probably in the lineup. So, again, Adams is a big loss, but at the same time, we've seen Jeff Janis coming in, just come in stride and get touchdowns like it was nothing. So, I believe the Packers are really going to make Dak work, and he's going to need to beat them with his arm, and that's what the Packers are going to do. Dak needs to get that accuracy up, and it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to the 4th quarter, but I believe ultimately Aaron Rodgers magic. I'm sorry, Tim. I think the Packers take this 32-26.
Last week, we was not supposed to have lost that Rams game. Up by 2 scores. Second half, Zeke runs on 4 carries only. We let him back in the game. I'm puzzled why, how, Scott Linehan, what's going on? What was the issue? So you know what? I'll say this: Rams had a good, decent defense. They did what they had to do. They had a good offense that matches our defense. Now, understand, I'm not saying their offense is good as Green Bay, but here's the thing: Green Bay don't like to run the ball. They like to pass the ball out. I feel good about not that I'm happy. I don't wish on injuries, but when you have two guards and a tackle fresh starting next week's game because your vets are out, the two guys, and we got a guy named David Irving who's coming back, who got 3 sacks on Aaron Rodgers last year at his house in Lambeau. We beat him. It was a close game in the playoffs. Dak Prescott is capable of throwing that ball, going back and forth. But here's the key. I think and I believe that the front four will be able to get to Aaron Rodgers to help the secondary out. We have Sean Lee playing this game. We got Chidobe Awuzie. We got Hitchens back. So that means Jalen Smith, who I love, but he don't have to play that much in coverage. Be Hitchens' job, which is better. I feel good about that. I really do. So I have the Dallas Cowboys winning this game and going happy into their bye week. I got the Cowboys winning 28-21 with Ezekiel Elliott finishing off the game.
Is Sean Lee going to be playing?
Yes.
Do you know that for a fact? I'm really asking, like, straight up. Is he going to be in, or is he practicing?
Yes, Sean Lee's playing.
Okay. That's better for you guys. Yeah, because if he's not, then
yes.
13 out of 14 game. The Chiefs traveling to the Houston Texans. Sunday Night Football, baby. The Texans haven't really squared off against a good offensive opponent to really test that defense out this year besides the Patriots, and we all saw how that one really ended. So I believe despite the power attack on the defensive front for the Texans, Andy Reid's going to design enough plays to get the ball out quick for Alex Smith, and also being a running back coaching wizard, he'll have schemes for Kareem Hunt, getting yak and finding holes throughout that Texans squad. This is going to be a great Sunday night matchup here. But ultimately, the red people are taking this one 35-24.
I know Bobby Zaloga, 2MW brother, is watching this right now. He's a big Chief fan. And I know I'm going to piss him off. I am. So here's the thing. The Chiefs almost gave the game away to the Redskins. You could have put them away. Why you couldn't put them away? Because as I keep stressing, even though you're winning games, you don't have a legitimate wide receiver. Kelsey cannot be your main target. I mean, he can for my fantasy purposes. Yes, he can. But for the games, he shouldn't be. Okay, Conley you have to get more guys involved. Tyreek Hill is not that type. Now, this kid Hunt, they running this kid to the ground. I love his maturity. I really do. You know, in 4 weeks, he's been the best running back, but not this season yet. We didn't get that far yet. And I'm sorry, they really run this guy. I don't even think did Jamal Charles get that much burn like that? I don't know. And they're running this kid up and down. Now you're traveling to Houston Texans, who are a top defense. Not only that, you got Deshaun Watson. He's throwing that ball like it's no tomorrow. Like he's getting used to the speed of the NFL. He's playing with these grown men. You got his wide receiver Miller's back. Now he got Braxton Miller. He got his Fuller, the number 2 receiver. He's back. And now you got Hopkins. They believe in this man. I mean, I'm sorry to say, that's the best team in the AFC, in my opinion, with a young quarterback. They're almost like what the Dallas Cowboys was last year when Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. I'm just saying, it's the truth. So I have the Houston Texans winning this game and handing the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss, 21-7.
Nice. Yeah, I've been looking forward to that. It's going to be a great matchup. And Monday night should be an interesting one. We got the Vikings traveling to Chicago. Losing Dalvin Cook, that's critical. He was one of the best offensive rookies producing through the first 4 weeks of the season until that unlucky non-contact injury occurred early in the game. Best wishes to Dalvin. Hope you heal up fast. ACLs are not fun. Had one myself. Nonetheless, the Vikings, they're still fielding a good offense, but we'll have to see how that kind of, how that now ticks with the current running game, because if Murray and McKinnon are going to prove to be no productive asset for the Vikings, then really the Bears' defensive schemes could get quite simple. This is also a game where the Bears, not only are they going to be missing Danny Trevathan, but they're going to be finally introducing the young buck, the franchise quarterback that they drafted in Mitchell Trubisky on Monday Night Football, where he's going to be making his debut. That's a big stage. I think the last rookie quarterback that made his debut on Monday Night Football was in 2008, and that was Aaron Rodgers, I believe. So this is, a big, big stage to come out on for your debut. A lot of nerves to battle through, the biggest night of the football week to have your game presented on. Expect a few big plays from the Rook, but overall, this is really going to be his coming out party. It's going to be a big learning night for the young Rook, especially when you're going against a stout defense like that in a divisional opponent. So learning curves, Mitch, you're going to go through them. I got the Purple People Eaters taking this one 29-16.
I'm kind of mad that this is a Monday night game. And, I was looking through my channel. So what else is playing Monday night? Is it, we got Monday Night Raw. We have The Gifted. Because the only thing that keeps me cool with this matchup is fantasy purposes. Do I got anybody in fantasy? Tariq Cohen, Jordan Howard. A lot of people who went crazy over Latavius Murray and Sonny McKinnon. Where I got to see who's gonna get the carries. But Mitch Trubisky, first start. That's nice. That's very nice. Minnesota got a top defense though. I have the Minnesota Vikings winning 21-20. I think Mitch Trubisky is going to show something, but keep this very game close. Minnesota wins on top. SHIM. What? I can't hear you.
My apologies. Yeah, my apologies. I was just saying, for those of you that disagree with Shim and Spoonie's picks for the week, you can come at us, say it with your chest, say it directly to our face, because no one should be disagreeing with this. All right, so that wraps it up for us for this week. And folks, if you haven't already, please come join us. It's a good time. Just hit the URL. It's right there, facebook.com/groups/2MW Sports. Send the request, get accepted into the fraternity. Beautiful time to be had. Sports, trolls, memes, laughs. It's a great time. Tim, any departing words, brother?
Nah, I'm just getting ready for this week. Ezekiel is offended. And listen, it's all good. It's all good. 2MW.
All day, baby. And we're out. Have a good one, folks.